And a very lovely good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Joe with Jonose Cigars, and I am very excited to start off the month of July, bestseller cigar month, here at the Jonose Cigar channel. And I'm starting this month, bestseller cigar month, off with one of the best sellers out there, and that is one by CAO, and in honor of the World Cup, which is taking place right now, and kind of in honor, tilting the head to the losing team of today, Brazil, we have the CAO Brazilia GOL. And yeah, if you haven't been following the World Cup, they lost to Belgium. And as a nod to them, I'm drinking a Belgian Stella Artois to go with this tonight. I know it's not a classic pairing, and lagers aren't supposed to go well with cigars, but you know what? This is the freedom you have when you run your own cigar channel. You can do whatever the hell you want. So yeah, the CAO Brazilia. This is also kind of in honor of the passing of the founder of CAO, which is Jonose Cigars. He died at age of 81 due to a long battle of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma back in June 9. So rest in peace, Mr. Cigars. But right now we are looking at his stick, the Brazilia GOL, which is the 5x56 Robusto. A very, very hefty, firm, packed cigar with virtually no seams, minimal veins, a very, very, very fine tooth wrapper. And a very classic spicy, peppery, damp earth and cedar aroma off of the pre-light aroma. The specs on this one is a Nicaraguan long filler end binder with a very beautiful dark Brazilian Arapiraca wrapper. So let's go ahead and get this guy cut and toasted. Let's see what we can find out. Right away off the first puff, semi-snug draw. Was kind of expecting that with this sort of hefty, really heavy, tight feel to the cigar's body. Decent smoke output with a very nice toasted bread and toasted cedar flavor on the initial puff. It is definitely medium full in body. It's definitely got some meat to the texture of the smoke. Really love the foot smoke aroma when I was toasting it and off the first few puffs here. Alright, let this get up a little bit higher. See what we can find out as we get further into the first third. See you then. About 10 minutes in. Draw is still about the same, still semi-snug. Smoke output is basically the same. Now there is definitely an opening of the sweetness. There's kind of this candied pecan and molasses sweetness coming through, particularly on the draw, and it does last in the finish. Not a whole lot of spice here, which is kind of nice. It's pretty mellowed out. And through the retrohale, rather smooth retrohale. Lots of toasted cedar in the retrohale, and a little bit of a white pepper zing, but it's faint. It's not bad at all. All right, let this go until we get into the second third. I will see you then. About 20 minutes in, just starting into the second third, about. Very nice burn, very solid white ash. Love the foot smoke aroma. Nice, pungent, natural tobacco sort of aroma. Flavors are more or less unchanged, still lots of toasted cedar and a little bit of toasted bread, although that's kind of fading away now. That molasses sweetness with the candied pecan is still there. And a hint of black pepper flavor, but not so much black pepper spice, is coming in the finish, which is a kind of a nice addition as well. Not really too much to complain about. I wish the straw was a little bit more loose, but that's kind of a minor complaint. The construction so far is looking very good, and it feels really nice in my hand. And it tastes really good. Even the wrapper tastes really nice, just on your tongue. Those Arapiraca wrappers, I can't remember which one I reviewed a while back that had the Brazilian Arapiraca, but I remember liking this a lot. Yeah, it's still around 4th of July. Fireworks still going off. Alright, let this go on a little bit further. see what we find out as we get further in. See you then. About 35 minutes in, well into the second third, almost into the final third. Flavors have developed in sweetness a little bit. Instead of that molasses sort of candied pecan sweetness, it's been replaced now with kind of a fruity, almost grape-like sweetness, which paired with sort of the woody characteristics is kind of like wine barrels, which is kind of a nice flavor dynamic. The draw has opened up a little bit, however, the burn has gotten just a little bit funky here, and while it could correct itself, it's getting really close to the wrapper, so I'm going to just remove, or getting really close to the label. Take the label off here and just give it a quick touch-up to help even this out a little bit. Body is still the same, still medium full. Got a little bit of oiliness to the texture. Smoked temperature is still, from the very start, kind of mildly warm. Just a little bit of warmth to it, but it's not unpleasant in any way. And that foot smoke aroma. Lovely, deep, rich, fertile earth and natural tobacco. My sort of aroma I like to get off a cigar. Alright, I'll let this go a little bit further into the final third before I give final thoughts. See you then. Just about an hour into the final third. Flavors are virtually unchanged. A little more spice coming through on the draw and finish. The aroma is a little bit more pungent with some more pepper spice in there as well. And the draw has opened up a little bit as we get into the final third. Kind of wish it had done that earlier, but oh well. Texture is still about the same as it was before. Sorry, June bugs are out again. He's got a death wish. And smoke temperature is getting a little bit warm now, so I might be ending this one pretty soon. Moment of truth time. I have really liked the flavors of this one. It's got a decent amount of depth. The smoke output has been good, and the draw, while not perfect, has been fine. The construction was pretty good up until about the second third, where I had to touch it up a little bit. After that touch-up, it was fine. So in all, a very decent smoke, and I understand why these things are so damn popular. They are extremely affordable. They're only about $6.50 to $7 a stick, which is unbeatable, especially when you get an hour's worth of smoke time out of it. So definitely a good value cigar, but probably not up there with some of the ones I've been reviewing lately. Not knocking it, just when compared to like Liga Bravada and Padron and other things like that. Not quite in the same category, but still a really good smoke. So the Jonose score, I'm going to give it a solid 4 puffs. Certainly worth trying out. Definitely can't beat the price. That's really a good price. And I really think you'll like it if you go for some of the darker, more full-bodied flavors. I smoke a lot of those, and this one's definitely fits the bill. Thanks so much for joining me for the first of the July smokes. Bestseller Cigar Month is the theme that we're doing today, or this month. And until next time, everybody, smoke a good one.